Yeah,
But
they
how
don't
much
want
that
any of
denial of space to move means so much
Yeah.
in this meta.
The just Ornn E plus a Nivea wall was just so nasty that you couldn't even fight them in any choke. So Concordia was really smart and they actually played with only jungle fights. There was no big open fights. They fought once bot side as they're ending the game, but like that's already so far gone where Nar has no resistances, no nothing. So
And he's picked up again Zoe. Zoe's a good pick. Zoe's still really strong, man. I still see those clips of basically one-click deletions, and I'm just like, oh. What's really interesting too, though, we have to mention about Nars, with all that walls being put up by Concordia's side, you would have thought Nar would have more opportunities for the ult, but he was being shut down so fast and so hard that like there was no opportunity for him to benefit off the opposite side's terrain generation.
Like the thing is, he had no resistances, and he was so far behind from getting ganked repeatedly that even when he started to come online, it was just so far gone.
Well, Nivea's icicle would just like chunk him in half. It was kind of scary for him, to be honest.
Yeah, that too. That's never a good day. So they're Brandeis is going for a similar composition, just switching out the jungle for Sejuani, something with a bit more CC, a bit more meta than the Maokai.
A little bit more AoE too.
A little bit more AoE also. We're gonna go with the Kog'Maw, who was left open. So, proving me wrong with the Kog'Maw.
Where do you think do you think it's gonna be Kog'Maw mid, or we might see him bot lane?
I mean, if he was mid, you'd have to play a Zoe ADC. So I think it's pretty sure gonna be bot lane.
I've seen Zoe tops, honestly, so
I mean,
you never know in this game, and especially since the meta is still kind of getting defined, right? We've just left preseason, you still see a lot of experimentation.
I don't know if you watched Garena last night, the Vietnamese league. They played Jack's jungle with Sion Ornn bot lane, and they won. Welcome to League of Legends, where anything can happen.
Was that like them trying, or was that them like just BMing the enemy team?
Honestly, I think that league is just Gigabyte Marines are just so much better than everyone that they just pooed all over the enemy team. Yeah,
yeah. Because it reminds me, I'm sure you heard about in StarCraft 2 that player that beat the other player with his foot just to be like BM, and I was like, damn. They he got banned right from the Chinese division of that tournament.
Probably. And Vlad getting banned again. Solid top lane and mid lane flex.
See a lot of sustain bans actually out of Brandeis' side. You know, Vlad's good at staying alive by himself with those heals. Lulu keeps everyone alive. Ornn's just very hard to kill, and Nivea with that second life. You know, like they were trying to cut down, because I noticed a lot of the big issue for them was going on in fighting Concordia was just that sheer life they had. Was so hard to kill any of them. Like it took them everything to kill one person, and then nothing left for any of the other players.
A really smart Tahm Kench pick being picked up just to nullify all the engage onto the Kog'Maw, probably from the Sejuani or Gnar. Really good.
Malzahar too, having to stay still for that ult allows Tahm Kench just to walk up and eat him.
Yeah. So pretty much nullifying the nullifying the Malzahar with the Tahm, and then we're gonna see a Janna Xayah bot lane, pretty standard, and Cho'Gath. So I'd like to see how Ken plays this game out with Zoe. I think most of it will rely on him doing most of the damage, as well as keeping Kog'Maw alive. I think that's gonna be their main two focuses this game.
I feel like Weezy might have to would want to push mid early on, just to get Zoe ahead, because when Zoe gets rolling, she's really rolling. So you might see Sejuani try to shut that down, and Jarvan trying to pick that speed up. So it should be interesting in mid lane, at least in the early game.
Zoe surprised nasty ganks from 10 million miles away. Never fun.
Yeah, it's not even like a Aurelion Sol gank where it's like, oh, he's just flying towards me. It's like, I just got hit for like 3/4 of my HP.
Yeah, she landed one ability on me, and now I'm dead. Sick.
Like, that's where you just start recalling and accept death.
Pretty sure a lot of people have seen the Sneaky clip of Sneaky getting absolutely one-shot by Zoe, and he just goes, "What?"
Yeah, there's just like I've seen compilations of just Sneaky what's.
So once again, 3-minute spectator delay. We're running the stream on a 2-minute delay as per rules, so total 5 minutes. We'll be right back for game 2, and we'll see if Concordia can close this series out. Right back. we're back for game 2. I'm not sure if you're in the game, Jordan. How's your
Yep.
loading screen going?
It's animated now with people moving around, so I think I'm in game.
Nice. So, pretty standard. 5-man. Roadblock.
It's like friggin' old school firing lines in like Civil War.
We're just gonna stand here on the other side of this river. Look at you.
This jungle ain't big enough for the both of us.
And these ping spams, really nice. Big fan.
It could be worse. I know you get. I think everyone gets tilted. I get tilted when you get the question marks on your dead corpse.
I mean, the question marks on the dead corpse, the question marks on the golden Jarvan. Big fan.
Yeah. That's how you just keel over and die in embarrassment.
Mirror jungle starts. Nothing too crazy. I think Brandeis is just a little bit scared after that invade early on last game. So, pretty conservative. Mirrored jungle starts, and then they're gonna scrap it out.
What do you think of this top lane right now? Do you think that Narn has a better chance, considering the fact that it's against a Cho rather than Ornn? Or do you think he's still going to have a lot of issues with the harassment in lane?
So it's gonna be more of the same farming. But,
A lot of damage going out on Janna there.
That was a lot of damage by the frogman. Oh, the catfish man, whatever he is. Looks like a frog, to be honest.
He's a catfish, but we can't ruin the memes of unbench the Kench and unload the Toad.
Wait, he looks like a frog. That looks like a frog.
I think Riot just needs to step in at this point and let everyone know.
Riot needs to tell everyone we've been hiding his identity all along. He's now a frog.
It's Blitzcrank.
Ruined. He's a robot.
See, what I find really interesting right now is she's healed up, but she took a fair bit of damage from that blue. Means that really, if G4 wants to, well, you see him roaming through the jungle actually. If you're looking at the minimap, he's gonna follow Sejuani up, it seems, not knowing that she's there, but now he knows.
They actually spotted him, so this is a really good gank on Brandeis' side. Cho taking a lot of damage here, but
G4 coming in through.
They might actually be able to counter this. Narb forced the Sejuani might as well be forced. Nope.
That was a great shot. There you go. That big issue was that Sejuani getting hit by that Cho'Gath.
Oh, beautiful knockup, but not enough damage.
Not enough damage.
No. Oh, laning versus Malzahar. Great fun. Presses E on you off cooldown.
It's like Teemo. You don't get to play mid lane. You get to play late game only.
Ken doing his best to try and slap Malzahar a little bit, but
I find it interesting that Box didn't take that opportunity to back and teleport back in.
I'm trying to save his teleport probably, but
For sure, but he also has no flash. And while J4 was really low and had to back, you really don't want to leave yourself at that low HP, right? To put yourself in danger.
like, preemptive exhaust going down. I'm not gonna really get much out of it.
I don't know if you have what I have, but apparently Zoe has an exhaust next to her champion icon.
Yep, that's her W. She picked up an exhaust spell, so you might see an all-in. I don't think so, since early on Zoe doesn't really do too much. It's kind of annoying with the poke, but really takes off mid to late game.
Kind of like Echo. I'm like, yeah, she could get ahead, but you're not too worried at the start.
Look at all the stopwatches. There's 3 stopwatches waiting to come into effect.
I feel like we should just pause the stream while that happens.
Just look at the stopwatches. And imagine telling yourself in Season 2 or Season 3 that in Season 8 you'll be buying Zanya's and a support item first build on AD carry.
I'd say you're insane, to be honest.
Here we go with an engage onto the Zoe. Flashes out. No real harm done there. Jarvan.
No stopwatches available either.
Nope. Saves that 600 gold.
If you actually pay attention, which is really funny but mean, Jarvan actually moved his poacher's knife away, or tracker's knife away from the stopwatch. They're on the complete opposite side of actives, or the item slots.
I think usually now it comes into, I think they changed it, where the most expensive item is first, and then the second
yeah, and now it's popped there.
So there you go.
I wouldn't be surprised if you see him casually move it away again.
So all eyes will be on Wheezy this game to see if he misclicks again. And I will be there to zoom in. Worst case scenario. Quiet game. I like it. Kog'Maw farm. Jungle farm. Cho'Gath farm.
Wet noodle fight in top. They're kind of smack each other, not for much damage.
Arinar. Big fan. A fox animal type thing, throwing another fox animal type thing. Great.
I think I still have issues with wolf and fox like animals with feral flare. Those are dark times indeed.
Oh boy. Riot seems to have a fascination with just giving junglers or like people in the game just little animals that follow them.
Well, you have to understand, it's very boring and lonely being a Master E. You stay in jungle for like 20 minutes, you go insane, they just need you to have a companion.
Here are all these characters that are based on animals. Let's give them animals.
It's like Pokemon, right? What do they eat?
I mean, they eat each other. Cannibalism.
I mean, I guess I see a point for Zubats.
Wheezy actually gonna miss the EQ, but the damage is there from Zoe. TP gonna come in. And the follow by the bot lane. Wheezy gonna get his ultimate off before he dies. Fight is a bit all over the place. Captcha actually eats Gnar, who has no Mega Gnar. Gonna need to be healed up, and here's Zoras.
Meals on wheels.
I told you they ate each other. They all eat each other. It's cannibalism. Cannibalism on the Rift.
What the hell, right? You approve of this? What's really interesting there to note, though, is Tom already doing so much damage with that Consume.
He does a lot of damage with that. And especially if he doesn't really need to use it defensively on Kog'Maw,
Right.
as of yet. And he can get away with eating people.
Yeah, because it's what, 20% right now, probably, for max health.
It's kind of a silly amount.
I mean, to be fair, if someone ate you and then spit you out, I'm sure it would do a lot of damage.
Yeah. Cho'Gath just straight up eats people. Even has the dinosaur skin. The dinosaur man.
Jurassic World on the Rift.
So, 10 minutes in, almost. Not much yet. Oh, that's trying to scrap it out top lane, but, has a jungler here to help him. Gnar has
ult.
Up.
Cho's trying to eat him. There you go.
And he ate him again.
Flash her too. Really hungry Cho'Gath.
But he skipped his breakfast this morning. Gotta get that protein in him.
Those gains.
Yep. All he's missing is his Soylent or something.
It's people, man. It's people.
Brandeis with a good response onto this Baron, this dragon, this Infernal Dragon. They
Really good response.
understand that Olas has no TP, and the jungler is top. So while Concordia does get the first turret,
oh my god,
they trade Infernal Dragon, and Malzahar. Yeah.
That's our timeout with that gank and dead.
Zoe kind of kicked his butt with that damage. And luckily he got cleanse right now, so...
Cho'Gath's ult's coming up very soon. You might see him consume again.
Well, doesn't even need it. Dinosaur man. That actually, W cleanse coming so much in handy for Ken.
Massive.
and he just explodes Sejuani. My god.
See, this is where Zoe gets scary.
When she starts one-shotting your tank, yeah, a little bit.
And it's even worse because she shoots away from you. It's like a fade back.
Yep. So, Zoe coming online now that she's gonna complete her Morello. And it just gets worse from here for Brandeis versus Zoe.
Scariest time to fall asleep is when Zoe's in lane.
I do like her Cyber Pop skin, or whatever it is, where when you sleep, you get a blue screen. It's pretty cool.
Oh, really? I'd get really nervous because I have a shitty computer. I'd be like, what the fuck?
No, it's just on, like, it's on your character, and it has, like, a little blue rectangle. And...
Oh, okay. I thought you meant, like, a literal blue screen of death joke. I'd be like, that's funny, but my computer's shit.
Apta's gonna deliver Wheezy, but the entire team is here to... Maybe... Well, that was a lot of ultimates, and they still don't kill him.
Space Frog getting, well, Space Frog. Frog getting, spaced up with those massive damage coming out.
But they used quite a lot to get that.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go with the delivery of the sleep. So much damage going out onto Wheezy. He's gonna go golden.
At a proper time this time around.
My god, that damage. Oh, Wheezy just escapes.
That was interesting. You saw the animation of him actually going flying from the Gnar grab.
Yeah, he buffered it really well. Zoe is just so strong. Barely misses that.
Flashing in. Cho'Gath wants a little bit of that bird.
Yeah, it's the Sejuani. And
Cho really wanted some of that bird cuisine. I don't think he's eaten bird before.
he's a big fan of chicken. Zoe's still trying to pick people off. And it's gonna be another turret. 2 to 10?
Yeah. Massive damage still coming out of Zoe. I think oh.
Whoop. Slapped him to death.
If he got that space aid, she was toast.
Oh. Tom's gonna get it instead.
I feel like it's worse when you get eaten by Tom and die in his stomach. It's kind of sad.
Yeah. The old ignite before getting eaten feels bad.
I still think the best Tom combination is when you play Callista and he eats and you ult and then he ults backwards and then he spits them out.
So weird. Such a weird mechanic.
It's hilarious though. It's because like my team is on the opposite side of the rift. What the fuck just happened? What's really interesting now though, especially is because they took the top and the bot turret actually. Both jungles are opened up without even having to touch mid really.
And we're probably gonna see a fight mid here. Janna blowing the ultimate pretty early, gonna fall asleep, and now she's gone. That might be a mid turn in response to that.
Do you think that it's better for them to say mid turret? If I was in a situation, I'd be thinking more of Rift Herald.
No, mid lane turret is just so important for Concordia now to just open up and keep Zoe roaming like that. Brandeis is gonna get bot in response, but they're gonna lose mid. Oh, another misclick by Paratendo.
I guess he thought he was gonna get jumped on. He really popped that.
Yeah,
Zhonya's
I think
way
he
too
figured
early.
he was gonna get Gnar ultied and just tried to make sure he didn't.
Happens to 1 in 3 ADCs. Another definitely go for that Rift Herald.
Yup. You get that Rift Herald, probably pick a lane, push that down too. Dragon's coming up, so that's probably their next objective.
Infernal's really important for them to catch up on now. Really negate that early dragon out of Brandeis' side too.
Yeah, Fire Drake, importante, mucho importante. Especially when you just want to boost this Zoe to be as destructive as possible right now. 703.
Yeah, she's kind of scary.
Yeah, any more damage you could give Zoe It's gonna be a bad day for the other team.
I don't think it's damage at this point anymore. It's just like assured destruction.
If she gets onto one of the squishies, it could just be vanishing from the game.
Yeah, the difference now is a pause coming out. Someone's
Sejuani's saying she's lagging. So we're gonna be stuck here looking at this top lane.
really good Zanya's out of a spectator.
Yep, beautiful. I could Zanya's the entire map, dude.
Did we waste it, or do you think this was good timing?
No. We did waste it. You have to pay me 600 gold to get another one. I only take payment in doubloons.
Okay, Gangplank.
I have a Gangplank Rito doubloon from the Gangplank event.
Oh, really?
I also have TF cards. Special gift by Riot Games.
That's interesting. See, what makes me laugh is because I refereed soccer. Oh, they're about to start again. Is playing that TF skin always makes you laugh. The referee TF.
And I remember, no one Riot used to give skins for being like good players or like non-toxic.
So when you never got it?
No. I got red card TF. I feel like they were trying to tell me something.
To stop being salty. Stop it.
They're like, you're a good boy, but here's some red card TF because we know you're low-key toxic.
I tried to remember, what did I get for that? I remember I got a pretty nice skin.
I got Firefang Warwick on one of my accounts.
That's pretty good. I have Grey Warwick.
Interesting skin.
Exiting stasis now, back into the game.
Weird that we actually didn't see Warwick this game. I think he's pretty good.
Warwick is terrifying, man.
Have you played Warwick in ARAM with Dark Harvest? It's probably the funnest thing in existence.
No, but now I'm gonna have to go do it sometime.
Dude, you get the Q empowered and you just attack people and you take off half their HP. So Alas with his backup crab, gonna try and save this top lane. Oh, here comes Zoe.
Sejuani kind of out of position, in a lot of trouble right now.
Look at the level
Massive
discrepancy right now. Cho'Gath level 10, Zoe level 11, and entire enemy team level 8. Zoe's actually gonna get stunned up past the Zanya's.
Great coming through. Great rate coming out of Zaya there.
And Brandeis does understand that if Zoe falls, and Kog'Maw is not there, and there's not much in response. But on the other side of the map,
Rift Heralds was pushing back still, no? They just got it down. Pretty good stun. Nobody was prepared though, unfortunately, on Brandeis' side to follow up on that. They're a little too far back.
Still bot lane, they're pushing.
Sejuani realizes what's up and is going bot now, but it's gonna be very hard to stop that siege.
2 turrets fall.
Should Concordia now try to push the... No, see the recall now, because what will be interesting is sometimes you'll see them push up just to prevent recalls. And I guess it wasn't worth it at that point. Too dangerous, in fact.
I don't really have the HP bars to contest right now, so falling back, good idea. Probably gonna regroup.
R's in trouble. He's gonna see spikes. Is he?
Alright,
He
yeah,
might
he
be.
is.
He's gonna get eaten. That's a hungry, lot of blood there. Gnar coming out.
Dude, Riot censorship, no blood.
Rated M.
Is this game rated like teen or something?
Yep.
Or mild violence?
I think there was something about like tobacco usage too.
Yeah.
Because, you know, Graves and a cigar.
The one person in this game.
Well, also Gragas with the Esquire skin, right? Is drinking and smoking cigar.
Oh, good point.
I want to reverse Graves for your cigar that smokes a Graves.
Okay. Interesting. I don't think that's ever gonna happen, but sure.
I can dream, man. A man can dream.
You might need to check like Tumblr or DeviantArt for some fan
Well,
art of that.
I'm sure you've seen Human Nocturne.
Oh my god. So a little bit of a contest coming into the jungle. Oh, that's looking for something. He gets everyone in the pit.
Massive damage coming out. Cho's just so tanky. He's at 3.7k HP. You see nothing happening to his health bar at all.
He's also a race car with his righteous glory, and Zaya, unfortunately, meets her demise
like,
to the race car dinosaur.
It's like a T-Rex met a Velociraptor in Jurassic Park, and it just doesn't end well.
Yep. So
we see the biggest strong point in Zoe is just that lack of massive damage to coming out from Keystone Masteries. But Zoe's just that big fear of that she can go away after nuking you without retaliation.
he still has to be mindful of his dash, but using it pretty well this game to just get into positions and land those.
And then just disappearing. The Drani vision.
She has no ultimate though. Malzahar ult. Gonna drop Captcha, but Sejuani's barely gonna live.
Cho's just so terrifying, man.
I mean, he does take up half the lane.
Yeah. Those vulnerable spikes really gonna start doing damage now too, mind you, with all that health.
I love that he's bigger than Blue Buff.
I want to see it bigger than Baron. That's when we start getting scary levels. Like, not like Baron Head, like actual Baron Nashor.
He's gonna continue on this top side of the map. Sejuani's ult is gonna be back by the time she gets back here.
Tom, interestingly enough, going through mid. It seems like they want to set up a bait and gank through Jung, or just take blue.
He really does not care right now.
Yeah, he's like, alright, I'll walk away now.
Oof, a lot of damage coming out.
Going for that eating, decides against.
So they're gonna keep trying to siege this top lane turret down.
There's not much they can do. Cho can just walk up and eat that Janna at this point.
Nard does have his TP in response to that, if they decide to overcommit. But they managed to get that fairly cleanly with no ult.
The scary thing right now for Brandeis is this game's slowly going out of control against them. Cho and just keeps scaling. Kog'Maw just gets more scary. Really good.
Completely denying that ult. That's what we said in the pick and man. Like Tom Kent versus Sejuani just completely nullifies any pick potential you might want to have.
Right.
Dragon's up in 30 seconds.
Nard not quite having enough of a baseball arm to throw that just far enough to stop Tom.
Dragon's here in response.
It was the dinosaur.
So is the Tyrannosaurus in the mid lane.
Tyrannosaurus Rex.
He's so big. He's so weird.
All you're missing is like, you know, like the song from Spaceballs at the beginning with that giant ship as he walks past.
He needs the potion that makes you even bigger.
Oh god. Now I'm curious, there must be a cap, otherwise he could just stop fucking moving because all the walls block him.
I mean...
Too fat.
Wait, I think after this, pretty much capped with that. I love how the shadow showed the tiny version of Cho'Gath, but he's actually huge.
I didn't even notice that, that's kind of funny. That's kind of misleading.
The only thing better would be having Zac in this game. You have two giant heroes.
You ever walk into a bush with Zac being massive health and just doing the balloon? Just terrifying. And then Lulu ult.
Concordia's gonna have to get these waves pushing out if they do want to try and get this Baron. Because if they keep that wave as it is, top lane will either get chunked or might drop.
Now, maybe I'm crazy, but whatever happened to that Infernal Drake, they were talking about that second Infernal Drake. I see Ocean and Mountain, but no Drake for Infernal on Concordia's side.
Yeah, he never got the Infernal Drake.
Wasn't there two? Or
No, it was the first one.
Okay, I'm crazy.
Unlucky engage. Race car Cho'Gath goes in.
That's that massive.
But look how
snowball.
tanky he is!
He just doesn't care. He's gonna just eat that guy. As soon as he's out, he's gonna eat someone. They have no response.
His hitbox is just taking him the entire jungle.
What's funny is, just imagine against, like, just if any of those AoE stop on one hit. Like, Cho'Gath's like, oh, you want a Sejuani ult? Let me just walk in front.
Yeah, that's what happened, literally, that fight. He just stood in the front of everyone, tanked the Sejuani, and then has his Warmogs to heal him back up to full HP.
Sejuani, he's so big that, well, who was that pro player that kept missing Sedge ults? He couldn't even miss him right now.
That's gonna be the Baron.
Second smite, basically, there, too. Really scary thing about Cho'Gath is how easily he secures jungle stuff, too.
Exhaust goes down, but the Banshee's Veil is gonna actually come in super handy. Gonna drop Malzahar. Meanwhile, Nard dueling the...
I just want to bring something up for the viewers to understand. Cho'Gath has 141 armor, like 143 magic resist, but he nearly has 5,000 health.
When Xayah was autoing him the last fight, he was doing 160 damage per auto.
It looked like he was healing, honestly.
You need to do like 60 autos to kill Cho'Gath that fight.
Cho'Gath's at the levels of That's No Moon.
My god. He's just a bully now. He's just, I'm gonna take your jungle.
He's so big that it doesn't make sense that he can still hide in bushes. Like, it's just be a giant head sticking out.
It's so funny, like. But it's weird that this skin like looks actually nice compared to the other Cho'Gath skins, which just look terrible.
When they get expanded on,
yeah. It's like Deep Sea Cho'Gath is like one of the first skins that ever came out, and it looks so bad.
Well, a lot of the early skins, without insulting Riot when it was very early on, like look at what is it, Shamrock fucking Malphite, just green Malphite.
Yeah, that's my favorite Malphite skin. That's my first skin I ever bought playing League of Legends. Don't you talk that way about green Malphite.
What do you have, Rusty Blitzcrank too?
No. Green Malphite, my hero skin.
He's Malphite, but he's green. Say no more.
You're gonna continue on to this inhib.
What's insane is you see that Sejuani E did the most damage. It was like 200 still on show. Like, he just doesn't care. Like you said, he just walks around. They can't really get past.
All he really needs to do is be that frontline they need, and somehow magically Tahm Kench is able to eat the 2-story tall Cho'Gath.
Now, what's more impressive, Cho'Gath's size or the size of Tahm Kench's stomach? Apparently.
Yeah, it's like Tahm Kench is actually like a Pokeball. He just absorbs them and he just puts them inside.
You got a Cho'Gath. Would you like to name your Cho'Gath? I will nickname it Arashi.
Yep. You need a Pokeball Tahm Kench skin. Look at him position himself just in front of Sejuani, so Sejuani can never try and get that ult off onto the back line. And there she goes. Big Gnar ultimate, but it's a little
not, unfortunately.
It's a little too late. And that's probably gonna be the game with the second inhib going down.
I find it funnier that Cho'Gath's so big at this point too that, well, that was interesting seeing her go fucking sky high.
That was an interesting interaction. And GG's gonna be popped in chat. So great game coming out from Concordia. Brandeis tried to hold their own, but when a dinosaur has 10 million HP, kind of hard to deal with.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's gonna do it for week 1 of the Collegiate League of Legends series. Just so you know that they play every Saturday, unless there's a reschedule so far, as well as every week. The schedule works as if you win, you will play versus another team that has a win. That way you end up with the most winning teams at the top of the bracket and the most losing teams at the bottom of the bracket. So next week Concordia should be theoretically seeded versus the team that is 1-0, which so far is McGill. So might get a rivalry game next week. Thank you all for watching, and I guess we'll be back next week.